Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now Jackson dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Jackson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On 2nd down, Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Throwing is Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hurry up, here we go!
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Following the penalty, Michel. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, Michel. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Detroit! Detroit!
Operating from the gun. Jackson on the crossing route. Complete. That's Fuller. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On third down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fuller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make him. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Michel. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That good for 22 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now a pitch out to Michel. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On the handoff, it's Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
No, check. Patriot! Patriot!
And here's Allen throwing on third and long. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Drew Kaiser now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Jackson From the gun, he'll throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Brooks. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Steps away to his left and avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And
they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Detroit!
Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Brooks. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Here's Jackson to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
so the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now on first down, he's going to sneak it. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, this is Michel, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And it's Michel once again. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson now on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Steps away. And this one is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's Allen to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To throw is Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Joey Bosa Bosa in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They get it to him running left. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Sony Michel, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. On play action, Allen rolling to his right. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They'll go left side here with Michel. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now this time, Allen will throw. Flush to his right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out,
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Flex round! Flex round!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to
Allen hit, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
What part did they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. all receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will cut this lead down to 25. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40, the 20, 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.